Hi and welcome again. I can't believe now we have our newborn at home, and this information you're gonna love it because I made all my notes during these 2 weeks, and this information is gold, literally. So okay, let's start. I'm in pajamas because after you're having a baby, literally pretty much all the time you are at home in pajamas. For me was like that. I was just if I was going to the hospital, I changed, and but a good day for a newborn mama is having lunch, good food, and be able to take a shower. Because at least for me, my baby was eating pretty much every hour, so it was hard and I wasn't able to sleep very well. So don't worry, this will pass and it's not gonna last forever, but you're gonna be prepared that you're gonna, not be able to sleep. But anyways, so I wanted to breastfeed first, and I noticed that if I was able to sleep a little more, I was able to produce more milk, because I don't know, maybe my body was resting better and was able to produce the milk that I wanted, and I felt it in my boobies. So I noticed also at the third day after my delivery, I noticed the increase on milk. My boobs were so full that I needed to pump. And so yes, I felt that at the third day after the delivery, I felt the difference in the production of milk. Okay, also start learning your baby's cues, at least for food and for cold, when they're having these two things, and well, for colics and everything. But at least for me, my baby didn't have any, like, not much problem with colics and with gases. And I think that was because sometimes you may feel that it's gases or it's colic or it's something else, but I just put him on the boob every time. So he was like, boop, boop, boop. And that calmed him always. So at least for me, even if you think was, oh, he ate just 10 minutes ago, just 5 minutes ago, just give him the boob. For me, that was my game changer, literally. Give him the boob all the time will change your newborn experience, because you're gonna not be in the stress, at least because your baby is crying all the time. And that changed for me and my husband, because we had like more peace. I was like, of course, tired, but our baby was not crying all the time. So that was like good. Okay, I was the thing is that sometimes your baby is gonna fall asleep while it's in the boob. So I was at night, at least, so during the time that I was feeding him, I give him the boob, I feed him, I burp him, I change the diaper, because while you change the diaper, your baby is gonna wake. So then you're gonna give him the other boob, so you can have this process, because if you change the diaper first and then you give him the boob, he's gonna be like more sleepy. And I found that until now my baby is like feeding, burp, change diaper, and then the other boob, and then I can let him sleep like better. So, and sometimes maybe I found that other moms were using a wipe in their face to wake them up. So I didn't use that, but yeah, anyways, if you want, I use it. Okay, I don't know if you know, but when you breastfeed your baby, you do one boob, so right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. What it means is that when you feed your baby, you wanna finish on this boob. So for example, I start on this one, then I do my process and the baby finish on this one. The other time that he's gonna start, I'm gonna start feeding my baby, I will start on this boob. So I'm gonna start right, left, then left, right, then right, left, then left, right. So you want to start the second, like the other time that you're breastfeeding, with the boob that the baby finished, because the second boob that you're gonna give your baby is like the dessert. That's what the nurse mentioned. So he's not gonna like take all the milk from that booby. So you want them in the second time or later to for the baby to be able to take all the milk. So that is important. Okay. Okay, shaky baby syndrome. Please try to know. I know that sometimes I don't know, but you can shake your baby or you can bounce him so hard. So that can cause the shaking baby syndrome. If you wanna check that on Google, that is not good for the brain of the baby. So please don't try to make movements so like rough on your baby, because I don't know, but if you're gonna do it, I don't think so, but it's good to be aware that sometimes we're bouncing him so hard and oh my baby, but don't do that with your newborn or with your baby. That is bad. That can cause this syndrome, so don't do that. Okay, the blankets have different materials, so check what materials you have. I would like to have, I like that I have different materials of blankets, because sometimes I felt that he was more cozy on ones. The materials from the hospital blankets are like great because they're like thick, and I don't know, I like that material. But yeah, try to have blankets from different materials. And yeah, I wrap my baby during the first 2-3 weeks, but then I will let you know in other videos that I found that he didn't like swaddle anymore. So for the first weeks, I found it useful to make the swaddle of my baby, but then I stopped using it. Okay. Okay, I was taking the times while I was breastfeeding, but I found out that anyways if you are breastfeeding, is on demand. So anyways, if he like, you take times, but if it's in demand, if it's in demand, so if the baby's crying, anyways you're gonna give him the boob. So I stopped doing that. I have my notes here. That's why I'm like checking. Okay. Okay. The baby's pajamas, some of them. I don't know if you check on. I'm sorry. I. You can put them from the legs to the shoulders. Sometimes we start in the head down, but no, more like most of the baby clothes, you start from the legs to the shoulders. That is easier. What else? Okay, I have a good experience, because when my baby was like 2 months old, he started to sleep very well at like 7 hours in a row. So my baby is 2 months now, actually. So that's why I have the time now to make these videos. But what I mean is that I found out that was really important and was a really good habit to have a dark room at night. So when I start night around 7 or 7:30, that you want to have your baby sleep, always I have the same routine. I was not talking to him, no stimulation, and nothing at all after that time. And I put all the room dark, so he was able to understand that we were about to sleep. And I think that helped me a lot, and my baby's been able to sleep very well. So that will help you. Okay. Okay, babies have active sleep and deep sleep. sometimes when your baby is in active sleep, they're gonna make sounds. Don't panic, because for me, at least the first 2 weeks, I was like, what happened? Because he made these weird noises and everything, and I was like, oh my god. But sometimes if you feel that your baby needs help, of course, assist him. But you need to know that they have active sleep, that they make noises, and they may cry a little bit, or it's a different state of sleep, but they still sleeping. So don't hold them or don't awake him, because they're sleeping. So don't do that. At least that he start crying and crying, of course, take him and okay, what else? For skin rash, you're gonna love me for this advice. For a skin rash, you put some oats in water, and then when you're giving your baby a bath, you're gonna, at the end, you're gonna use that water from those oats, not the oats, just the water, and you're gonna apply it to your baby, and then you're gonna just dry the baby with the towel and everything. That is super good for the baby rash. That really helped me a lot. Was I just did it twice, and then the rash was gone. So that is a really great advice. So oats water for baby's rash is the best that you can use for your baby. You're gonna love me for that advice. Okay. What else? When blah, 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 blah. Best breastfeeding. Okay, I didn't use breastfeeding pillows. Actually, my best breastfeeding pillow when I'm in the living room is this one, and when I'm in my room, I just use a pillow. And because the other ones I didn't feel comfortable, I just use a normal pillow. I put him like in the position that you would like to put him. The first days was nice because I was able to put him in different positions, but now that he's bigger, I just put him in the same position always, and that's it. If you feel that I learned that if your baby is doing so many sounds when he's like drinking the milk, he's like it's because you're having so much milk, and he's like trying to not shock is not to not shock. Yeah, I don't know how can I say that. But yes, so if you lay back a little bit and you put your baby like this, the gravity is not gonna be to your baby, and the milk he will be able to take better the milk. So that is better. Also, if you feel that your baby is like doing those sounds, try to lay back a little bit, so you will gonna like this one too. At the day 15 exactly, the umbilical cord was fell off, so it was fine. We did the circumcision for our baby, so also at 2 weeks after that procedure, he was fine. So we didn't feel that he was crying at any time for that. We just made whatever the doctor was saying, that pulled the Vaseline and everything on his penis and everything. So we didn't have much trouble with that. After 2 weeks, we saw a really good improvement, and he didn't feel like uncomfortable crying because of that. Okay. I tried for my baby 3 different brands of diapers, but I like the most the Huggies. I try the Honest brand, I try the Pampers, and I try the Huggies. But the Huggies, I like it the most. So with the others, I don't know, I didn't feel like these stick very well, and with the other ones, sometimes the poop went out, and are good brands, but I like the most. The one that I like the most was Huggies. So if you're gonna buy Pampers for your baby, I think that that is a good option. Um, okay. This is crucial because being awake during the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks or first weeks of your with your newborn at home is like a big deal and is like really important. Actually, I found out that my husband was not able to be like as alert as I was, so I was trying to be more like near to my baby, and when I was about to make him sleep, I was the one at night that I was doing that because I wanted him to be like, because your baby, if you don't ever feel like sleep with your baby in arms, I think that that is not a good thing. And also try to, the first I made this mistake and then I was like regretting that, try to at least the first weeks that you are so tired with your newborn at home, don't feed them on your bed, so laying on your bed, because sometimes can be so tired. And one night I was so tired that I was like, I will just put him here and I will feed him by my side, laying on the bed. But then I was so tired, and then I was like, open the eyes, and I didn't even notice if he was drinking, if he was like, and that is not good. So if you feel tired, if you feel so sleepy, try to don't feed your baby in your bed, like laying in your bed, and try to be like awake, try to use your phone, try to check social media, try to do something that awake you up, so you are not falling like into deep sleep with your baby in arms and near to you. Try to don't do that. So I know it's difficult, but this part is very important because it's your baby's life, which is the most precious thing you have right now. So try to don't do that. Okay, that finished. Okay, I highly recommend the Mount Sinai Hospital video about newborns because they mention so many important information about your baby first weeks that is gonna help you. Okay, and this video is being long, but this information is important. So okay, I'm gonna about okay, very important, don't lay in bed. Yeah, your husband have heavy sleep, try to be you the one that makes your baby sleep at night. Okay, about me, my appetite changed and I didn't want to like eat a lot the first days after my delivery. I don't know why, but yeah, that happened. At the 15th day after delivery, I stopped bleeding a lot, so I was like having some drops or something like that, but the bleeding was almost gone. I had, after my delivery, the blue baby, or I don't remember the name. I was crying for everything, literally. I was seeing my baby and I was like, he's so beautiful, I love him so much. And I was crying for everything after the delivery, at least for the first 2 or 3 weeks. So that will happen. Make sure that is not escalating for depression or something like that. But if you're crying after having your baby at home and you're so tired, so be gentle with yourself because that may happen to you. That happened to me, but that is gone now. That I'm better. So yeah. Um, um, okay. My baby was my best. Sorry for the wait. My baby was my best, like, teacher for being like in the present moment, because literally with your newborn at home, you're gonna have time that he's like smiling or he's crying this moment and the other one he's fine. So every minute is changing and every minute is so important, but don't feel overwhelmed because everything is gonna be fine on these weeks. So literally don't panic about this. The skin feels like a gelatin, like really. After having my baby, that everything is starting to accommodate, I touch my skin, all my body, and feels like a jelly, like a flan. It's moving like this. So this may happen to you or not, but that happened to me, and that is fine too, because everything is like changing and everything. And also after the delivery, literally my body was making these weird sounds that was like was so funny, because was like my stomach, and I was like, what is happening? So that may happen to you also. So those weird sounds and your skin feeling like a gelatin after your delivery is normal, I guess. That happened to me, so no worries. And what else? Don't take any. Okay, that is important for your partner and you. Don't take anything personal during these first weeks. So sometimes you are under so much stress during these times because you are sleep deprived, you are like, but during this time, don't take anything personal with your partner. Try to don't fight for little things. So don't take anything like, oh my God, how you could do that, or how you told me this. But it's like, just be nice with each other, and try to remember that you both are tired, you both are under stress, because you both want the best for your child. You're taking care of your newborn. So don't take anything personal with your partner after your delivery, because you are just so tired, and that makes you more like sensitive and more stressed during these days. So and first 2 weeks, just survive and do your best. That's literally my best advice. After the delivery, just be yourself, try to do the best, and yeah, everything is gonna like take time for you to learn everything about your baby's cues and everything. So yes, that was my first 2 weeks update. I hope you had like some good information for you, and also my tip and bonus at the end. The best bouncer that I found for my baby was the yoga ball. If you take your baby and you sit on your yoga ball and gentle, you bounce your baby, that is the best way for them to swallow, to calm them. So my friend gave me that advice, and I use it, and was amazing for me. So for just calm my baby during the night, and during the day. So yes, that has been my update. I hope you guys like this video. I know it's so many information, it's long video, but oh my God, if you're a new mom, I hope you are doing fine, and you need to know that everything comes and everything goes, and this time will pass. But please try to embrace this moment and look this little life that you just create, and just do your best, but no worries about like anything else. Just do your best, try to rest, and yeah, the better is just about to come. So no worries, and see you next video. Bye.